to remind you about the threefold nature of work. In the typical business environment, many people complain that there's, no time to get their work done. Why is that? Well, they express annoyance because of the overwhelming number of interruptions, email, and other input that show up during a normal day. Now, if you're ever in that frustrated state, it might help to understand the threefold nature of what constitutes your work. And by work, I mean, anything you've told yourself needs to get done. You're doing three things when you are, as we'd say, at work. One thing you will be doing is what we'd call predefined work. And that is what you would, be doing all day if you got no input or interruptions of any sort. You would probably be, working off the inventory of actions and projects that you came up with, work that you have already determined needs doing. The phone calls you need to make, the documents you need to draft, the ideas that you need to outline on a project, the websites you need to surf, etc. The second thing you might be doing is work to do as it appears. The phone rings, you take the unexpected call and spend 20 minutes talking to a customer or a business colleague. Or your boss calls a half-hour meeting this morning to update you on a new development and need your input on. Or many times it could be something you generate for yourself, a random thought or idea you decide to pursue at the moment. These are not on any list. They just happen ad hoc, and you choose to engage with them as needed. You're doing work as it shows up to be done. You are defining your work rapidly in this case, and choosing to do the new stuff instead of any of the predefined activity. Assuming your inventory of projects and action items is current, and you made the call that the new thing is more important to do now than any of those other things, you're fine. The third thing you'll be doing is defining the work that you will need to do now or at some point. This involves processing your in-basket, your email, your meeting notes, etc., taking in input and making decisions about what needs to be done about it. You may do some quick actions as you define them, and additionally, you'll likely be adding some more items to your inventory of defined work. So what? All this is common sense. Well, I've noticed that many people act as if the ad hoc and unexpected stuff is some sort of burden to endure, and cleaning up and clarifying your inputs is some irrelevant activity aside from their work. I don't get it. It's all the work to be done. Some is done when it appears, and some is done when you choose to do it instead of what's showing up. And processing input is often at least an hour a day required to trust the inventory of your predefined work, so you can navigate the unexpected, stuff. How much of which of these three kinds of work to do when is the eternal dance of the workday. You can't really do more than one of them at a time. Though if you're good with these methods, you can switch rapidly as needed. You can get really fast with processing work, while you're on hold on the phone or waiting for, some meetings to start. There may be interruptions that you allow that are not particularly functional, but they might be fun and the break you need now. But managing those is just tactical to your definition of your job. It's the eternal challenge of allocating your limited resource of attention. It's not an inherent problem. Get used to it if you're not already.